Let's go.
Let's go. The final word.
The final word.
The final word.
The final word. Man, let's get it. So we got the whole house full today. The final word. Oh yeah. And we gonna be answering these questions, obviously, because I know a lot of people want to talk about Terence Steele. Okay. So we go talk about that. You came to the right place. We got the film. So we go to the film. I'm not interested in no opinions. But then my boy Big said he got some stuff he got to get off his chest, so I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm gonna get stuff off my chest, dog.
No doubt, man. So go
Nobody
ahead.
does it better than me.
So go
It's
ahead.
coming.
Big. It's coming. Why you go?
No, I need music off. I need music off when I go off.
It's gonna be one of those. Is it gonna be one of those?
Yeah, it is. But it won't be like I won't be yelling or mad. But I'm just frustrated.
All right. All right.
Oh, he must have already yelled.
Oh, I've been yelling.
Oh yeah.
If you watched the feed Sunday, I was yelling like a mother sucker.
I'm gonna go back and clip those. We gonna put that on TikTok and everywhere.
The final word. Well, I can't wait to hear that. You got me so curious, big dog.
You got me very curious.
Word. Yeah. So we always kick it off with you anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. And that way I can get it out my chest and then I can listen.
We need to know if the little ones with the OC though. With the little ones with it.
Oh, this won't be nothing. This will be good.
Oh, you good?
This
Oh, we
is
good?
good.
Okay.
Oh, this won't be nothing like that anyway. This is gonna be very PG, but it's gonna be very precise because I've already got all my notes up.
Oh wait, is it one of those?
Yeah, it's one of those.
He.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Hey, Law, we got to hit that better than best again one more time, bro.
Oh yeah, I got you right here, man. I got you.
Nobody does it better.
Yes, indeed.
It's an evil world we live in.
They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be.
Sacrifice.
Let's go. Big game day.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those episodes whereas I remember he called everybody soft. I can't wait to hear Big Game James.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm over here
The final word. Curious.
The final word. Matter of fact, I'm finna go ahead and kill this countdown. Start the show. What we waiting on? We don't need that countdown.
Waiting on.
Let's start
Yeah,
the
what
show.
we waiting on? What we waiting on?
The final word. Let's start it up.
Shout out to you, Rev. I see you.
Rev. What's up with you?
Eastside Harold. Happy. I see you, Eastside. He's a consistent baby.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still say and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Rev now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Let's go.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
They can come closer than close.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Big, it's on you.
It's on you. They
it's
come
on me.
closer than close.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to possibly apologize to some Cowboys fans because y'all gonna be mad at me. I know y'all are. Y'all gonna be like, Big Game, he always mad and complaining. That's fine. You can say that about me. That's totally fine. I don't care. So go ahead and say it because I'm going to say some stuff. First, let me talk about the positives in this Philadelphia game. Okay. My positives, number one, Dak went crazy, right? 29 of 44, 374, 3 touchdowns, no picks, right? Awesome game. Without him, we ain't in the game, right? And I said in this particular game, I said we were going to have to throw at least 40 times for us to win this game. Dak threw 44. We almost had it. So that's frustrating, but Dak did his thing, and he's been killing it. What we said, like the last 3 weeks, Dak's been killing it, right? So that's a positive right there. Another positive in this game, we saw CeeDee Lamb, but I already knew about him, Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson is becoming that guy. 7 catches, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. He is becoming that guy. This is a guy I wanted out of college. This is a guy I had mocked, and he's coming to his own. He's going to be a star. Okay, Jake Ferguson is going to be a star. We need to continue to let him be that. Also, we finally had a Jalen Tolbert sighting. That was a great thing. I talked about we need to see Jalen Tolbert in this game. 3 catches, 49 yards, 1 touchdown. He looked crisp. He was catching the ball with his hands. You were excited about that. Also, what I was a positive in this game is we held that running game down. Remember, we were worried about the running game in this game. We held him down. He only averaged 2.4 yards a carry. He only had 43 yards. Jalen Hurts, even though he had the bad knee, he still only carried 36 yards, and he carried the ball 10 times. So he was definitely trying to run it. And they only had 109 yards total and only had 3.3 yards a carry. So great job right there, too, right?
We kept A.J. Brown in check, too.
Is that him and Devontae Smith? Both of them 66 and 51 yards apiece. So we held them down, you feel me? We did a lot of positive in this game, and we went to that hostile environment and banged with them boys. We should have won that game. Let's just keep it real. We should have won that game. All right. Yeah. So those are a lot of my positives in this game. And Mike McCarthy, he went out there goofy and did run pass with Tony Pollard, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be that BS game. But he came out of it. But I think the only reason why he came out of it because our second possession, Kevontae Turpin had a 47-yard run and got him in good field position to have him be aggressive. Because I wonder if he wasn't and we started on the 20, would he been conservative? So I'm glad Kevontae Turpin helped us in that matter, right? But now I'm about to get to some negatives, okay? I'm sorry, Cowboys fans. Don't hate me. So here's the negatives in this game and the frustrating part. We keep killing ourselves. Now, I know this was not the best ref game, but too many times we keep killing ourselves with dumb penalties and dumb mistakes. And this defense keep making more penalty mistakes than I've seen the law allow, right? And we talk about Dan Quinn, right? Yep. What's going on with this discipline from this defense? We keep seeing more and more undisciplined plays from this defense, and it's costing us. So that is a negative to me. We gave up 5 sacks. We've given up 13 sacks in 3 weeks. We're going to talk about Terence Steele later, but those sacks have been killing us, and they're at the worst times, right? So that was another negative for me. Okay, and then when we talk about the defense, we talked about it before we got on air. Jordan Lewis, what's going on with this? Boss, we've been hyping up J-Ron Kearse, right? Yep. But you know what? Wanye Thomas need to play some more. Yep. Because J-Ron Kearse he's just not getting it done. Not in my opinion. And Wanye Thomas needs to get on that field more. And another thing is we've been talking about the money plays, right? And we're seeing it in this game still. We're seeing the money play over what should be playing. We saw it with Michael Gallup. He needs to sit. I don't care if he's making this money. You need to get Jalen. It was 36 snaps with Michael Gallup, 33 with Jalen Tolbert. That's got to change. Jalen Tolbert got to overtake him. Didn't you not see the confidence of Jalen Tolbert, the way he ran his routes, the crispness with strength? You saw Michael Gallup look like he was hobbling out there. Come on, man, that's got to change. Now, also on the defensive side, Michael Parsons, he got a 1.5 sacks that game. I said it needed to be a signature game. It was not, but he still played damn good, okay? Now, I'm going to say this, and I've been nice all year. You hear me, boss? Yeah. I've been nice all year to Demarcus Lawrence. I've been nice all year, but I can't be nice now, okay? I'm not going to be nice, and I'm going to stop being nice right now. Now, we got people on Twitter that just trumping him, and he can never do no wrong. But here's my thing with D-Law, okay? Sacks, they keep on saying sacks don't matter. Sacks don't matter. I get it, right? Pressures do matter. But boss, Law, and OC, did them sacks matter in that game against Philly?
It did at the end, yes, indeed.
Yeah, they did, right? When we had that drive,
yes.
In that drive, when we had that fourth down that we had to go in the fourth down that we didn't get, it was 3rd and 21. Why was it that? Because there was a big sack in that game that pushed us back, and it changed the whole complexion of that drive, did it not?
Oh yeah.
And then when we look at the last drive, when we were about to score a touchdown, we were inside the 6 and we had the big sack. Did that not change the game? It knocked us out of position. It made it a harder way to go. So does sack matter a little bit? Because those were game-changing sacks, right? Those changed the game. Those changed the game of our offense. So sacks do matter. Pressures matter. All those things matter, but sacks matter. And this is what I'm talking about, Demarcus Lawrence. Yes, you've been doing great in the run game, but we know you're that guy. But you haven't had a sack since week 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games with not one sack, and he's supposed to be our guy? I mean, you had 2 pressures against San Francisco, our 2 toughest teams that we wanted to beat. You had 2 pressures, that's it, in the San Francisco game, 4 pressures in the Philly game. You had 1 tackle. 4 pressures, 1 tackle. 4 hurries, 1 tackle, no sacks. Don't we need more from Demarcus Lawrence? We need somebody to come off that edge besides Michael Parsons. My God, Dorrance Armstrong Jr., who's not as good as Demarcus Lawrence, has 4 sacks. And he almost is caught up with him with the pass rushing snaps, as far as he's like 77 snaps away from in the pass rushing game, but he's only like 7 pressures away from Demarcus Lawrence, and he's a part-time player.
I got something to tell you though right now, Big Game James, on D-Law.
Okay.
His cap hit, man, right now is $17 million. If you cut him now, $38 million. And if in the year 2024, he got a $20 million cap hit. Plus, if you cut him, it'll be a $20 million dead cap hit off of that. So you got to deal with D-Law all the way up into 2025. And you know who won that particular battle? The contract that D-Law's team represented it versus Stephen Jones. You remember that? Because that's just what happened. The Cowboys, they paid D-Law, and he's a guy that's a vocal leader. He's a vocal leader. And just be mindful. J-Rock is a vocal leader. So the Easies of the world, the other guys that we have that could come in and play, like the Wanye Thomases, they are silent to those boys who's pretty much got that alpha mentality. So the Cowboys is going to be more of the same, fam.
I know. I'm not disagreeing with anything you just said. Totally agree. But at the end of the day, I feel like we still need more from him because teams are concentrating on Micah Parsons. We need somebody else that can get to the pass rusher. Sam Williams gets the big sack and he only gets 19 snaps after that. I know he does goofy things and silly things, but he just gets the big sack and then you don't see him anymore, man. That's I don't understand those. I don't understand those concepts. And you're still letting D-Law out there, and he's not making big plays. We needed big plays from him in this game, and they were not happening. And like I said, you've gone 5 straight weeks sackless. Okay.
Big game.
Now,
Big game. I'm gonna help you. All
yes.
right. It's gonna take about 30 seconds, and I want you to finish your point. All right. You cannot look for Tank Lawrence to get big sacks at this point in his career versus elite offensive lineman. That's not his game. He's a complimentary piece. Okay, now he was overpaid, all that, but we've been talking about this for 3 years, right? How he is not really a sack master, right? But he is wise, and he's a great run defender. Now, what you really need to happen is two things. You need Sam Williams to develop, because he's a guy that's and to be able to be. Hold on. I'm still here. Hold on.
I love that. I love that. Go ahead, OC.
But the Cowboys really need to draft another bookend. You need a guy that's 260 plus with speed, power, and moves. And that is what's going to balance his defensive front and cause Micah Parsons' triple team games are games where he's just not as effective because he's playing against another great player. That's what's going to balance defensive front. That's what you need right now. And you don't have it with the Cowboys outside of the development and the maturation of Sam Williams.
The problem is we don't see Sam Williams, and that's the big issue. Now, also, like I said, and I feel everything you said, OC, you're totally right. And then I'm going to be honest with y'all, okay? We ain't had no good wins to me. I'm sorry, except the Jets. Just my opinion. We haven't. Patriots aren't good. Rams aren't good. Chargers are okay. And Giants ain't good. Okay? And the two teams that when we came into this season, we all kind of agreed that there were three teams in the NFC, right? Us, San Francisco, and Philly, right? We played both of them and lost. Okay? We all are good, but it's like we're not good enough, though. We're always right there and close, but we never get over the hump. And this was another game that happened. Close, but no cigar. And I'm going to say with this one thing, and I know people are going to get frustrated with me, but I feel like, listen to me, I love you, Dak, but you got to finish the game, in my opinion. And you ain't, it's almost like you're not allowed to say it because everybody's going to go back and say, well, Dak balled out. He did. Everybody's like, you ain't allowed to do that because Dak balled out. But Dak has been balling out against the Eagles, okay? Dak threw 347 last year, 295 before that, 265, 455. Dak been killing these Eagles in the air. So we knew what Dak could do in the air against these guys because he's been killing them in the air, all right? And when we look at the secondary of the Eagles, we know that secondary is weak. Sam Howell threw for 397. Mac Jones threw for 321. Kirk Cousins threw for almost damn near 400. So we know that secondary could get beat. But this is all I'm saying, fellas, and I am going to apologize for it. But you balled out all game, but we can't have the little mistakes, and that's what's killing us, fellas. Now, I know y'all saw it, and it's been talked about, but when it was 28-23, you got to have awareness of where that sideline is. I'm not hating on you. It was a great play. You flushed out the pocket, but just stepping out of bounds on that play made it 25-23. Now we got to score a touchdown instead of possibly getting a field goal. It was small. It was minor. But when you looked at the way that play happened, you didn't have to really step out of bounds. You could have ran it in because he dove and the dude dove after him. But if he kept running, he probably could have ran it in. He really didn't have to dive. So that hurt us. That came back to haunt us because you could have made a 3 instead of getting a 5, getting a 7. Now, and I showed this picture, and this was just, you got to make this play. You played great all game, but you got to finish the game too, in my opinion. When it was 117 in the game, and I made the picture, and I took it down because so many people were getting mad at me about it. I took the picture down because people were getting mad. Oh, you just bashing Dak. You just dogging Dak. And I wasn't. But I feel like if you're a great quarterback, right? You are a great quarterback. You got to finish the game. I'm sorry. You have to finish the game. You can play great for 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters, but you got to finish it. And when those plays are there for you to finish it, you got to make them. And that was a play you had to make. It was 1:17 left in the game. It was the 4th and 8. I post a picture and nobody saw Reed Blankenship, and they're already like, no, that safety was over the top. Reed Blankenship was the deep safety damn near on Jalen Tolbert. He was hedging more to Jalen Tolbert. When you had Kevin Byard, because they all were playing press coverage, Kevin Byard naturally bracketed CeeDee Lamb. He turned his back on and Jake Ferguson, when he came off the line of scrimmage, he instantly beat that linebacker, knocked his hands down, beat him. As soon as he beat him right off the line of scrimmage. So he was beat coming off the line of scrimmage. That was a play to be made. Dak looked over that way. I don't know what he saw from my perspective. Did he think he was going to be in the way? But he was clearly beat. He was clearly beat 3 to 4 yards. There was nothing but open space right there. You went for the more challenging play that was covered. I don't know if you went because you thought you was going to get the pass interference, but that was a play that had to be made. If you made that play, you possibly had a touchdown right there because there was nothing but green glass, or you get tackled. You still had 3 timeouts in that game, and you could have ran that clock all the way down and probably try to walk off. So all I'm saying is you got to finish the game. You played great this whole daggone game. You was a warrior. Without you, Dallas was not in this game. But to me, you still have to finish the game. When you have plays like that at the end of the game, you have to make them. That's what makes your team get over the hump. That's the difference between good and great teams. And though we played good, we didn't play good enough. And it's the same story here in Dallas, that when we're playing the good teams, we're not good enough. When we play these other teams, yeah, we look like the world beaters. So, yeah, we're probably going to go on a 4-game win streak because we're playing regular teams, and then we play Philly again, so we should be 9-3. But, fellas, we have to finish games. We have to finish games, because if we can't go on the road and finish these games, it looks like we might be a wild card. So that looks like we're going to go on the road again. And if you're not finishing them now, I'm sorry. What leads me to believe we're going to finish them in the playoffs? And that's all I got to say.
Well, one thing I'll just say in brief here is that I've said this before, the Cowboys need a signature win versus a really good team in the regular season. And without that, you don't have the confidence and the fortitude to beat great teams once you get into the playoffs. And this was kind of a war of attrition in the sense that it was the details. It was the little things that cost the Cowboys the game. And that is the next level that the Cowboys have to ascend to in order to truly beat the elite teams in the league.
No doubt. Great observation, Big Game James, and he's right. Elite quarterbacks are known by the games that they won, not about the games that they lost or the moments that they didn't come through. And yes, Dak Prescott was short in this particular game. There's plenty of life left in this season. There's plenty of games left in this season. We do want this particular team to wake up a little bit more. I did see that Mike McCarthy did start the game off very, very conservative. And if you look at what the Eagles did, they started it off, spread everybody wide. They went with their best attributes and that's attacking the ball and spreading everything out. And when they couldn't run up A gap or B gap, they did 21 personnel and they ran it to the edge. So we did a good job of stopping the run, by the way, especially up the gut for all of those who say, hey, what about this pick? What about that pick? But we were terrible on stopping the run on the edge. And on top of that, they caught us a lot with eye candy. I would say this, though. There's plenty of season left. And the food is not done yet. And I get it. We can look back at past history and say, yeah, these are the same old Cowboys. I don't think that we are the same old Cowboys. I think that we're a little bit different than what we used to be. And I think that this team will rebound and get things together. That's just the optimism or the tunistic mindset that I have over here because I'm very optimistic about this team. I would say this, though. Mike McCarthy never won a Super Bowl by having home field advantage throughout the playoff. He snuck in, right? So in the last 2 seasons, of course, we made it back-to-back to the playoffs. So I would start looking at this team, Big Game James and the panel, once we make it to the playoff again. And I'm quite sure we will head that way, especially being 5-3 at this point.
I personally feel like this is like Dak's top 3 games all time. For real, man. Dak balled out, and I still don't knock the critique. I think both things can be true. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, where, yeah, Dak gave you 97, but we won 100. It's what it is. You know what I mean? And you might need that 100 to pull you over sometime. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at critiques that's legit, to where it's something that you would literally coach him on and say, hey, this is what I would want you to do. I ain't mad at that. Nobody should be mad at that. The hot topic. Now, also.
And boss, before you get into this, you want to click off of me for a second. Give me about 30 seconds.
So, also, Miss Lockhart is right. They burning me and Law and Big Game James alive on these like ratios. The likes are way down. It's way down. It's too many people. Yeah. But
that's fine. You can hate on me. I'll tell the truth. You ain't gotta like my stuff.
Shame.
The big thing that's going around is Steele. And I just got through combing through all the film, and I got about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm gonna just be honest and say it's a big old panic right now that's unjustified and frankly goofy. From my film analysis, this is angry mob syndrome going on Steele. Because I'm grading the film like I always grade the film. I do it the same way each time, plus, minus. Every play, every pass play, every run play. What happened is the minuses that Terence Steele got was in key situations. That's what happened. But overall, even with the knee, Steele is gonna be okay. And I can go to the film. I want to go to the film right now, because if we go play by play on every pass pro, Steele was fine, bro. And it's a big old ass panic.
Offensive lineman, there's about 60 to 70 plays, right? Yep. And when we look back at everything, I can make a strong enough argument that even in that Atlanta Falcons game in 2017, Chaz Green wasn't bad on every play. Now, I'm not saying that Terence Steele played up to that level of bad, right? And that was on the blind side of Dak Prescott way back then in 2017. Now, most of the times, Dak Prescott on the right side, he can see where the pressure is being, I guess, released at. And I look back at it at those moments, at those pivotal moments, Boss and Big Game James and the OC. We down there inside our own 5. Why we can't get someone to chip and release? Why we can't move the running back to that right side? Why we can't just put a Band-Aid over that instead of going empty in that pivotal moment, so that your quarterback can have 1 or 2 seconds to make that throw, an extra second to make that throw? Why we just couldn't do those small things when we got down into the last 30 seconds of the game?
Yeah, because to me, honestly, he didn't need it. For me, looking at it, I think it's a big old panic, man. And I'm just talking about for me grading each one of his pass pros. Yes, he did get beat by Son Reddick. I can show you the plays he got beat, but I can show you a whole lot of plays to where he dominated Reddick. You know, and Reddick basically hit him with that beautiful hezzy, got him inside. And I can show you where Terence Steele, based on pass pro before, has got beaten inside. It just was of no consequence, where I gave him a minus on it, but Dak wasn't in a position to get. See, this is what I'm saying from the analysis of me breaking down the film. Right. They really trying to say that Terence Steele was on some Chaz Green stuff, and I'm just frankly not seeing it. And I can go through. And I can go through each one of these pass pros. I want to go through them. I got each one of these listed. We can go through each one and grade them. Oh, so you want to do that?
Let's do it, man. Let's rock.
All right, let's hold on. Let's hit it.
Because I'm going to give some more context to what you're saying. You know I'm ready to rock.
Let's go.
The OC.
I'm tired of opinions. Show me the film.
The film breakdown.
Let's go. All right.
So guys, listen, a couple things before we get into it. You're going to notice some good and some bad. And I want to say that Haason Reddick is an elite pass rusher, and he's not wearing that forearm cast anymore. So that's a slide. That's a vertical with set. Rewind it. If you rewind, now I'll speed it up right after this. But yeah, you want to look at him. He's getting width. He's sliding well. He locks. You know, so he gets a 45-degree slide, and he gets width. He gets depth. Perfect. And Riddick goes for the hand slap. It doesn't work. He just clamps him in. So that's a great pass pro, great rep by Terence Steele. So
and this is the opposite angle. I want me to go to the next play.
You know, however you want to do it, but go ahead and rewind that because I want to point out something key. Where he's successful here, pause it. Where he's successful here, go back to the beginning, please, because I want the fans to see this because it's gonna really make sense when you see Steele give up a sack. So Rick is going for that chop. Now, what Steele does here is he replaces the hand. You see how he replaces the hand? And then he locks out and it's over. Now, what Reddick is going to do in later pass pro reps, he's actually going to get that hand, that outside hand, and he's going to turn Steele. And that's one of the sacks that Steele gives up. I just want to point that out because he did a great job moving his hands on this play, but he doesn't maintain the same technical soundness as he did in these early reps. And he did a good job here. He's adept. He just turns and run a guy past because it's a short drop. So good job by him. Good rep on that play too.
Yeah. So, and I'm just going.
You can see him at the top of the screen.
Yeah, top of the screen,
and
right here.
He's facing a wide 9 technique. So you only can kick back so much. Hassan Riddick is lined up so wide, and hey, he runs a pass quarterback. Good job by him.
All right, let me go to the next pass. I'm gonna do these a little bit fast. I ain't gonna show all the angles of them. I'm gonna just go pass pro by pass pro. Here's another one. It's on UOC.
All right, cool. Yeah, here we go. So you see tight end release and just a great jump set, and he just smothers it. Just a fantastic 45-degree, just being quick out of his stance, man, being very quick out of his stance. Look how quick he is out of his stance. But the difference that you don't see is power. So there it is. It's a short drop, and he just 45-degree angle turns and watches him pop. A really good job.
All right, and then this particular, because I'm telling y'all, I done went through the film already, so I'm not making this up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We looking at this according to the film. Now watch both Terence Steele and Dak on this. Go ahead.
All right, guys. So here at the top of the screen, he's more of a 5 technique, and now he gets chipped. Actually, he gets help on this particular play. So if you see this, he gets help, and then Hassan Riddick works down inside, and that's a great step up and great pass completion by Dak Prescott under pressure. But he does get a little bit of chip help right here. So look at this. Look at Jake Ferguson. You can let it run. Oh, no chip help. My bad.
That was chip. You were seeing it right. It just came from Pollard. Right. It just came from Pollard.
Yeah, that was chip from Pollard. I'm sorry. I thought it was Ferguson. But he gets a little bit of chip help.
But look at Dak on this throw.
Get them ribs. Yeah, get them ribs. Bruise them ribs a little bit.
Man, Dak out there balling. Like, bro. See, and if Dak would have got sacked, they would have blamed Steele. You know what I mean?
But rewind it. No, rewind this, because I want the fans to see this, because this is gonna really make more sense. Look at how Steele is moving his outside hand, because he knows really, like, look, you see how he moves that hand? He pops him in the face with it. And
that's I saw the ghost punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a ghost punch and a real punch at the same time, Man. He faked the punch and then he popped him in his face with it. So that's really good technique. It's just that, hey man, when you're facing an elite pass rusher, I'm gonna be honest with you, at some point he might get you.
Yeah.
Being honest, at some point the man might get you.
He just might get you, bro.
He just might get you, man.
So we done showed 6 pass pros to where he owning Riddick. Now we go get to the one where Riddick got him. All right. That's coming up right here.
And this is the thing that people are going to be most concerned about, and what, most concerns me when I watch him. But I said this ad nauseum, okay? Yeah, he doesn't have the strength and the agility to post on that inside left knee. And that's what you see. He hits him with a nice inside move, and that right leg is dragging. Right, is right there. Now he's reaching now, so that's bad technique. He's reaching, and look, his foot is off the ground. So if you rewind it, you see Steele's foot is off the ground, and he doesn't have the plant power and quickness in that leg the way he used to right now. So he just opens. So what happens if a guy hits you with the inside move and you're not powering up with the inside leg to actually cut him off, then the only other option is for you to open up, which gives a straight line to the quarterback on the inside pass pro. And that's what happened with Steele, and that's how he gets beat. And so that's the part of the, hey man, Steele working his way back to being 100% who Steele used to be pre-ACL.
All right, now this is another play, and then we go get back to talking ball. All right, because we going through a lot of film, but we got a full pound. I just want to show about 7 to 8 plays. This is another one that's, to me, let me just let it play.
Let it run. Still is at the top of the screen.
Hey, C. Burleson said, please show all 4 sacks.
And then now what you have is you have Hassan Riddick adjusting to the power punch of Steele. And so Steele has to be disciplined and sit down and don't reach. He's getting his shoulders over his knees, and he swipes hands, and he's around. And so that's a great adjustment by
you got to give Dak a A+ on that one too.
That's what I want to show was Dak on this, bro. Dak is, listen, y'all. Dak is balling.
Slippery Dak.
Dog. And this throw is not on. This is all on, bro. Man, if y'all don't man.
And rewind it back, but before you do that, boss, rewind it back. Let me talk about Steele on this.
Okay, let me go back.
That one last play, just one last minute, because I've been talking about this, teeing this up.
Talk about that throw too, OC, because that was off balance, all on.
Well, it's an off-platform sidearm backyard Mississippi play, but look at Steele's outside right hand. Now he beats that arm. You see that? Perfect pause, boss. Great job. Now he's going to beat that hand. At first, he beat Riddick with the hand. Now, Riddick is beating that outside hand. And what happens is, when that outside hand gets beat like that, he starts to trap that hand. If you're not sitting back and you're leaning over your shoulder pads, over your knees like Steele is, the only option you have is to lean forward. When you lean forward, the only thing you can do with the outside foot is to open up your hips and create and open that door straight to the quarterback. And so that's what Steele does with that play. And that's the difference between the first reps and then the reps we can see in the video.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? It's always a game within a game, because when you're looking at defensive edge rushers, they going on third down, so a lot of times offensive linemen, they may win on second down, it may be even almost on first down, but that third down, those are the quality downs. And also in fourth quarter, it's always and the OC know this, you when you fighting against that defensive edge guy, you putting a few of yours in your pocket, and he's putting a few of his techniques in the pocket, but he's not going to reveal it all until the fourth quarter when he counts the most. So I want people to know that it's always a game within a game, and it's always a setup. So and that's why even on a wide receiver basis, you want all your releases to look the same, because that DB, and I know, boss, sometimes you can say, all right, cool, I saw what he's like to do in the first quarter. He better not give me that look again, because I know I can take that away. So from a defensive player and from an offensive player, is always you keeping a few in the bag. But go ahead, y'all.
Real quick, I got a lot of film, and I want to be honest. I want to go through the film, bro. I'm dead serious. I don't know what that's gonna do on production, but I got some clips I had questions on, because from me breaking down the film on Steele, I would say this. His first half was really good, other than that sack he gave up. But I started looking like he was wearing down on C. I want to use your eyes on that. Is that cool, everybody? Because I looked at every pass pro, bro. Like, see, and like my boy C said, show all the sacks. I got you. But see, that's not how to do film, bro. I'm going to be all the way honest. You never do film like that. Never. That's like trying to grade a player based on highlights. Would you trust highlights? Or would you trust me if I said, oh, I looked at his highlights? You wouldn't. You got to look at the game. You got to look at all the game. And then you add it up. Not just, oh, these are the 4 plays he gave up. It's like, yeah, I'm going to look at all of it. Shouldn't we look at all of it?
Man, let's rock it, man, because I got some more thoughts and opinions on this. and I can develop it if you show a few more plays. You know, one of the things, and you can, as you go to the film, one of the things that I'll say about Steele that you got to kind of recognize is that Steele's game is built upon being aggressive and attacking defensive ends.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at how he likes to play, he likes to attack you, right? And it's worked well for him. What happened with Reddick, it was some wear down, and we'll see that. But what you saw in these first plays is you saw Steele taking risks and being a little bit over aggressive in his pass set. And some of this stuff with Reddick could have been neutralized had he just took a 45-degree slide. When he had a 45-degree slide with depth, which is great because the sign width is fast, but he could have just did a vertical slide or a slide with width and just played with his hands tight and then shot him at the right time.
So that was one of the pass pros. I thought I saw him kind of gimping right here. I want to, it looked like
let me take a look at this ankle.
He looked kind of gimpy.
What he's doing, boss, is he's protecting that inside foot. So he's not powering up with that inside leg. That's why that leg be in the air. It's meant. You see how that leg be in the air, and he puts it down gingerly, because it's not 100% strong the way it needs to be, man. He's strong enough to play. He's a great player. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a difference when you have complete confidence in your body is completely where it was. And see, that's what
that's the play I was going to ask you about right there.
Yeah, he got bull rushed on that one.
The bull rush with his leg.
Well, and this is the big thing. This is how he's been beaten most of the time. Just Reddick is elite. Now, Graham is
that's 55 there. He old school. Yeah.
That's Graham.
Yeah. That's his.
That's
Graham.
Graham. Yeah, he's an old school pit bull. He been in the league since I got out of college. I mean, this dude's been in the league forever. But what he does is that he knows that Steele leg ain't right, and there it is. So Steele has no power to sit down and to stop that bull rush. So he's lacking power and strength in that inside leg. The inside leg is your power leg. That's where you generate the power from, to sit down when somebody's trying to bull rush you like that. And anytime he gets a good hard bull rush, if you guys look back at the tape, and I have throughout the season, he's given up a lot of ground. They're almost going through still. And that's the part about his healing and his complete readiness to play at the Steele level that we know. He's a great player. He's fighting through. He's doing a great job overall, in my opinion. But it's those things that got him in trouble. And with Brandon Graham, it got him in trouble multiple times, not just that one play, boss.
Hold on. So here we go. Then we go to Big.
Yeah, I mean, Terence would be the first to tell you he wants to play better, and I know he's going to play better. He's a guy that has faced this adversity before. You talk about early in his career when he came in, undrafted free agent, and he had to step in and play for guys immediately, and didn't have success, or maybe didn't play to his standards early, and then got it going, and then had some great years under him. That he's not going to allow one game to put him down in the dump, and he's not going to allow one game to dictate the way that he plays the rest of the season. And I think just something that we'll talk about is trusting in each other. Obviously, I'm using my feet. I'm getting out of the pocket. Use your athleticism, and he'll do that as we move forward, and things will be fine.
I mean, that's why I respect Dak. You know what I'm saying? He don't never. I like how he eloquated that. You feel me? And I think he's right in what he said. I like how he eloquated that, and I think that's why the teammates love him, because of what he says and the inspiration, and says, hey, it's okay. We all, he didn't have the great game, but he knows he's going to bounce back. And I appreciate that about them. And I see what y'all saying about Terence Steele in his game. He didn't have a terrible game the whole game, but the point is, you gave up the big sacks when it mattered the most.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on Terence Steele. You didn't give up. You played a good game. You lost your way, and we know. I've been the first to say that, and you said it, OC. Maybe he rushed back from that ACL because he wanted that contract. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at a person rushing back because I need my bread. I need to get guaranteed. This game ain't promised to us, so I need to hurry back and get my money. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. Okay, because that's valiant. So I know he's probably not all the way right. Okay, I totally 100% get it. But if we kind of know that, the team should know that, and they should do things to help him as well. Now, in that one drive, I've seen him a couple times where they moved Tony Pollard out there to slide the protection to help him out. But at the end of the day, as I said before, You play good, but when it mattered the most, you can't give up them sacks. And when we're on the 6-yard line, number one, we can't have a false start.
Yeah.
If it's first and goal, right, fellas, and we went through all that to get down there with 27 seconds, we can't have a false start, right? We can't have that. And then the next play, I was actually live when the next play happened. I said, "You can," and this ain't on Dak, so trust me, I'm not saying it is. But what I was saying was, you can't take a sack right here. The next play, I said, "You can't take a sack. You can't take a sack." And then he got sacked.
Right.
Now that wasn't his fault, because that man jumped on Terence Steele so damn fast. There was nothing Dak could do. You know what I'm saying? And if he did try to throw it away, they could hit him with the intentional grounding because he wasn't outside the pocket. You get what I'm saying? And the way those refs were calling that damn game, I wouldn't put it past them that they would throw the flag. You get what I'm saying? So I get that part of it, but at the end of the day, you can't give that up at that point of the game.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Big. And one thing I'll say, just to give it more context, I came back, and I'm not comparing myself to Terence Steele. I'm just comparing myself to playing after injury, okay? I came back in college, and I had, tore my knee. And I'm coming back and I'm playing, and man, I don't feel all the way right. I don't feel strong, but I'm out there and I'm playing because I gotta play. Because if you stay on that sideline, somebody's gonna take your position in a permanent fashion. All right. And so one thing that helped me get through the process that I would just recommend that Steele would do is you got to be extremely technical sound. You almost can't take risks. Now, with Brandon Graham, he knows Brandon Graham is a power rusher, so he tries to jump Brandon Graham, but he misses wide with his hands, right? And so they're great hands, right, on that particular play, and got the guy pushed it out and widened him out. But if you miss with hands and you mess up technically, and you're not physically as strong as you are, man, you're going to get beat, like that particular play right there, right? He's too aggressive with the punch. He's getting his shoulders over his knees, and man, these guys got to wiggle. These guys got different ribs. These guys got hips. So the lunge, you see the lunge? The dude swipes hands, and he
there's no way. There's no way I go empty right there, though. There's no way, man. There's no way.
Yeah.
I just can't go empty right there, Coach. Coach Mike McCarthy, don't go empty, dog.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're trying to score, though. No, I'm saying you're trying to score.
Yeah. No, but I feel on that. I feel like when you know that your right tackle has a bad knee, you got to do something to try to help him.
And the game is on the line.
Yeah, I feel on that 100%. I know you're trying to win the game, but you almost open up to where it was risky. You know what I mean? To Law's point.
Right. Because they playing, put it like this: 30 seconds with 27 seconds. How many plays you can get out of there, OC? 3 at least, two or three?
Easily.
Yeah, at least 3.
Easily. What defense they playing? What they playing? Overs? Let's go. Go back to it. Is they playing man under or playing overs? Let's see. Oh, they playing overs, man. They giving you the underneath. They're going to have to respect that. That would at least calm down the blitzing because you got gap responsos, so you at least have somebody underneath. A running back, somebody who
Why
can
didn't
just
we have a receiver go over the middle on that play?
Yeah, it was no outlets for Dak. Everybody was going to the end zone.
Why did we not?
Yeah.
Just look at Kevontae Turpin. Why couldn't he have Devontae Turpin slice over that middle?
Yeah, because there's no outlets to your point. There's no outlets on everybody. Everybody goes to the end zone. So that means Dak has to hold the ball.
Right. You didn't.
So the design of this play had, to your point, Big, no outlet. Is no way for him to get rid of the ball. So then we talking about Terence Steele at the same time not having nobody over there to help him as his knee is breaking down, and there you go.
The only pass I can see that they can do is like a flag or a flag route or a post fade, back in and in.
Post fade.
Post fade.
At the bottom of the screen, if you look at that, they could have
on the field
ran a
side
slant.
too.
Yeah.
They could have ran a quick slant. They could have ran a drag with Turpin, which would have been open to you guys' point right in the middle of the field. If you're going to do this, then run a combo route. So look at the bottom of the screen here. They could have ran a quick in, a quick slant. All right. You also could always run a drag with CeeDee Lamb if you pause it. You also could have ran an in with Turpin instead of an out.
And real
you
quick,
could have done several things to create space and get yourself open.
and what's pissing
Were they
me off,
setting up for a draw?
Right.
Look at 63. Look at 63 depth. Look at that. Look at that, OC. Let me see what 63 is doing. Because shit, he can't pass that. Hold on. Watch this.
And they was blaming this on Dak. That was on Biotish.
No,
Is that a draw?
Biotish and Tyler Smith got beat, man. Tyler Smith got beat.
He just got beat. He just got beat that bad. Do you got the end zone view for that, boss?
Yeah.
The end zone view. Let me see.
Yeah, man, take a look, man.
But this was that false start. Not that one.
Not that. Yeah, you got to go back
Damn
further
good play.
down.
Damn good play by Lamb though, right there. Damn good play.
Yeah. And this game, we lost this game on discipline and execution.
So that's the 1st and 5 right here. Okay.
And missed opportunities.
Settle down. Everybody should just settle down. You get 40 seconds.
So right here, Dak is clearly calling for the ball. By Biotish, you got to get it out. That was on Biotish.
Oh, delay.
So they was finna try to run a QB draw.
Oh, they're gonna run a QB draw.
They
Dak was gonna run that one in there.
They stunted on that. They stunted on that though. They stunted on that one.
They stunned it, and Smith didn't get the loop man. That's what happened. So he got beat.
Yep.
So Tyler Smith didn't get the loop man. He got to see the loop man. You got to see the loop man, right? And
I think they were just confused at the line. I think they were confused. I think the line was confused.
You know what? I'm pissed off now.
I'm gonna show you why you can't be confused on this play. Okay.
Why would you do a draw right there during 27 seconds?
Let it run to the other angle, boss, because I want to teach the fans something. Let it run to the end zone view, and then you'll be able to see it. So look, you can't be confused on this. You guys are pro offensive linemen, and at the end of the day, we'll pause it right here. So you see number 98. He's lined up in what you call a 4 shape. He's inside shoulder of your left tackle. He's wide. They don't play that wide. Now you got Hassan Riddick playing tighter than he ever played. He plays 9 technique, 7 technique. He plays wide. He's trying to get you moving so he can beat you with hands and his speed. So you know by alignment, this is a stunt.
Yeah.
Teach you the young offensive lineman that might be watching the show. If you got a 3 technique that turns into a 4, almost 5 technique, it's a stunt. It's a stunt.
True.
And so you got Hassan Riddick. That's going to be the loop man. And the guy that's lined up wide 98, he's going to always be the penetrator. You got a penetrator and a loop man. The penetrator 98, his job is to tie up both of you guys so that the inside left guard doesn't bounce off. And listen, Tyler Smith has seen this. This is second year. Look, he's seen this, man. You got to pick this up. Let it run.
He was too. You know what? I think Zach Martin saw it, and that's what he was yelling at him across that line there. Look at Zach.
And to your point, man, they was picking up them loops perfectly on that right side. See, everybody be Steele and Zach Martin, boy, they picked up every one of them stunts like it was perfect, like they was drawing like Siamese twins. But go ahead, OC.
Yeah, man. No, that's it, man. I mean, you got to have identification, and you got to understand what's going on out. Pause it. If you look on the right side, this could be a stunt. It could be, right? But at the end of the day, you got to be on the same page. And what the issue is this. This is the technical part. Tyler Smith turns his shoulder towards the sideline. You have to stop the penetrator and stay square. You can let it run. You'll see him turn his shoulders, which makes him late getting off. Look at it. Turns the shoulders. Stop turning your shoulders, big fella. You don't gotta turn your shoulders.
Should he have slid though? Should he have slid over that far though? OC immediately when he hiked the ball, should he be jumbled up right next to Tyron Smith that close?
It's called an overset. You're absolutely correct, Big. You got great eyes. It's an overset.
Hey.
He needs to take a short set and drop vertical. You see how those shoulders turn? And that's just enough for him to miss a quick-footed Reddick. Let it run. Shoulders turn. And you'll see him turn just a little bit more. And then look, turn a little bit more. No, bro, it's too late, homie. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. You beat him.
And it was the delay of game anyway.
No, that was the play before. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's delay a game. But we were just trying to see what they were trying to set up anyhow. Also, OC, my guy Leon L says second year in the league, but first year as a guard. Can you have any rebuttal to that?
Yeah, I don't really care about that because you played guard all training camp before you started at left tackle, and you've been playing guard this whole off season going into this season. You've seen a lot of stunts, even from the tackle position your rookie year, because that's how they tried to beat you for sacks, and they got you for a couple your rookie year. So you know what a DE game looks like. You've seen that.
True.
You've seen drops and blitzes. You had over 17 games game experience. So I don't want to hear that. You know, man, and you know better. You know better. That's my thought.
So they hit us with a delay game on this one, y'all. That's what it was, delay.
And so,
yeah,
this is what I would say, especially when you look at the final play in its right context. It's more play call than it is on Dak.
Yeah, it's bullshit play call right here, bro.
Yeah,
let Dak call that play himself.
You ain't gonna hear that nowhere else, though. You ain't gonna hear that nowhere else. The final word is telling you this is a play design. Empty. You're not having your right tackle at all. Plus, you got everybody trying to get into the end zone, so it's no outlets. So Dak got to hold the ball. It's right there in your face. Everybody in the end zone. So when did he have time?
God, dog, he had it underneath, man.
Now look, rewind that, boss. Rewind that.
A chip and release, somebody.
You got start from the other ankle, boss. You got Jake Ferguson on the hash, right? On the hash. Pause it. Why not have?
This is the wrong play, bro.
Oh,
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, wrong. It's all right.
I'm trying to do the best I can, man.
No, you're doing great, man. You're doing great. Don't worry about it.
Doing great, man. Let them wait.
I'm trying to get that angle, bro. This is hard as hell, bro. I should have used this one.
It's okay, man.
But I'll explain it as you get to it. You had Jake Ferguson running a seam route, okay? And what you had, okay, this is the perfect view. So you can let him get set, and then you have Ferguson running this seam. Okay. What if CeeDee Lamb cuts right underneath him with that quick, skinny post?
It's wrong play, bro.
Let me see.
Hold on.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Give me 1 second, bro.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it,
bro. This view back can work too, though. Oh, no, that's all good. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Same thing. Jake Ferguson is going to run this seam route. What if CeeDee Lamb runs a skinny post right behind it? Let it run. Just imagine CeeDee Lamb making a quick left turn. It's a catch, and run right into the end zone. What about a quick left turn right there? What about a quick versus deep into the end zone where it's a whole bunch of bodies? A quick left turn, the ball comes out, and CeeDee Lamb is walking in the end zone. Let's touch it.
I got a guy who watched the show, boss. He wanna know something. His name is Joe Tron. Hold on. I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna copy it, paste it, and send it over to you on your DM.
I'll shoot it in to the show.
Joe Tron. You remember him, the guy, Big Game James? You know what I'm talking about? No, Joe Tron. No, the broadcasting dude.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Big wig guy. Yeah.
The one big.
Let me tell.
Shook his finger.
Let me tell Joe that I'm showing the finger too. Let me show Joe that Noah Brown turned up for you with them Texans.
He did.
Turned up for you with them Texans.
He was a year too late, Joe. He was a year late.
He actually looked damn good with them Texans. I ain't gonna even front with CJ Stroud. He was looking okay.
Yeah. I just put it in your DM, boss. It's good that we got people, man, that work for big networks, man. Follow us and tune in to us, man.
And that is dope.
Here you go.
Hold on real quick. I'm pulling it, but while we pulling that, let's I want to segue to something while I'm pulling that. So one thing that's getting some attention that I think we need to focus on. Y'all give me 1 second. Awkward silence, but hey, man.
It's all good, man. We got this, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always got something for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody does it better.
Come on, y'all.
They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be.
Let's go, baby. Somebody's singing it right now in the chat. I hear y'all. Come
Nobody
on with
does it better. But Mike McCarthy got a little spicy. I'm going to play it. And then I'm going to get y'all comment on it. Then we going to go back to Joe. But this is courtesy of 105.3 The Fan. We want to make sure they get all their credit on this. But listen to this.
Skyler Dixon with DAB. Back on Brandon Cooks briefly, for the season, his targets is not realizing. He's averaging about 4 per game. Is that what you envisioned? Is there anything that's going on that maybe kept it from being more than that, or is it?
I don't play fantasy football. You know, I don't have.
Damn.
You know, we have game plans, and I think it's important, and this is which is a challenge for guys because our system's built on making the quarterback successful. That's the way this past game's taught. It's the way I've learned it. It's the way it's always been in the last 30 years. And the quarterback's responsible to go through progressions. You know, the way they play coverage can't affect that. So, I mean, all those things. When you start forcing the ball, you know, now you're changing the quarterback's feet. Now we're going down, you know, a different road. You have to have some of those plays. You have to have coverage beaters and so forth. But we play to the discipline of the quarterback and the training of the quarterback. So yes, I'd love to see. You know, everybody get the ball. When you throw for.
Wait. Hold on. No, I'm gonna go back to it. No, we going back to this. So, whoa, go ahead and read this, Law.
He says, "Nice heads up. Look at the play from 11
with 27 left.
With 27 left, Turpin has inside leverage, then breaks back out. Our cameras caught Dak talking to Turpin after the game about something. I suspect it was that, and I think that the miscommunication and indecisions led to the sack, which was a killer. Check it out. Let me know what you think." And that's from Joe
dope.
Trahan. Yeah.
That is dope.
So insider stuff, man.
That's coming from Joe Trahan from WFAA. That's WFAA. Local. That's local inside. Whoa, man.
Yeah, because he had a camera crew out there, you know.
So hold on, let me go look at it and let's try to connect these dots. Here we go. He said go to the 27th. All right, hold on real quick. So this is it right here, right?
Yep. Boy. Boom.
No, this wasn't it. Hold on real quick.
I think he's just talking about because I think he's just talking about that last play.
That last play we showed. Hold on, let me find it, y'all. Y'all be patient. So these
and we saw him a little bit pointing. Turpin in that game, he was pointing. So
hold on real quick. It's after this play. This the one he talking about. All right, here we go.
He said the camera picked up something.
No, right here. So this is what he's saying. I see what he's okay. Here we go. So Turpin right here, he's saying his camera picked up that Turpin basically shouldn't have went deep, basically. So basically he's saying it was an outlet designed, but Turpin didn't likely do
he
job.
said on the 11. Oh, so on the 11-yard line. So that's where.
So on the 11-yard line, he's saying basically his camera picked up where Turpin basically. Let me go back to it. What he said.
Yeah, pull it up again, bro. My bad, I got the hooked on phonic eyes over here, man. And
he said, I think that he said, hold on. He said,
I'll read it for you, man. if you need me to, bro. I'll read it for you.
I'll read it for your no reading self. You can't read.
Don't leave me alone, man. I got the Floyd Mayweather. Got the Floyd Mayweather meeting over here, man.
He said, look
all
at
on
the
my
play
screen.
from the left.
I gotta put my glasses on, bro.
Turpin has inside, then breaks back out. Our cameras caught Dak talking to Turpin after the game about something. I suspect it was that. Yep, I see what he said. All right, so let me go back to the. All right. So Turpin let's see what Turpin does.
Yeah. Oh, he shouldn't did the you.
He broke out.
Yeah.
He did break out.
He did break out, and it looked like so it was no outlet. So you see how we was over here blaming Mike McCarthy and Joe Trahan listening to Law Nation channel, right? And he, boy, listen, this is dope. This is extra dope. And so if y'all don't know, I just want to let y'all know Joe is the one that's on the intro of the final word too. When y'all see Big doing that, that's Joe. If y'all want to know who Joe is from WFAA. That boy say boss don't read, he scan.
Man, hey, this is not like reading in front of a classroom. It's like small screens and then some different variations. I couldn't be a news broadcaster. They'd be like, get that man up off of that doggone screen.
I would have gave you the job. It's just that you can't read the teleprompter.
Put your finger on it. The little white cat jumped over the law,
But you know what, Big? It still comes down to what you said earlier, bro.
We come back. Yeah.
It still comes back to the very first thing you was mad about, discipline. And that's one thing that that's what Mike McCarthy, he gonna be held accountable. If we keep having big games like this, Big, to where Joe and everybody picking up miscommunication, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, break that down.
I mean, it's gonna be the death of us. I mean, let's be honest. It's the little things that we're not doing is what's keeping us from being great.
Yep.
And that's the annoying part. I'm tired of us feeling good, like, oh, we banged with him and we love how he played, but we still lost. I don't care about how we banged with them. I don't care we did all this and that. We lost the game. We are 2.5 games behind the Philadelphia Eagles now. Your 3 losses are all NFC teams. So you must win all your damn games. You put yourself in a bad hole. You understand what I'm saying? And once again, I'm going to go back to that Arizona loss. That is a terrible loss. They have won 1 game. That's against Dallas. They have 8 losses. And y'all not going to tell me at the end of the year when that seeding comes up, we're going to be looking smack dab at that Arizona Cardinals loss when we're getting seeding, and it's going to hurt us. Mark my words.
And then going back to also then Cooks. First of all, Mike McCarthy was very snappy on that. And I felt like that was a very fair question by the reporter. Law, what's your thoughts on Mike McCarthy basically complaining that and coming across as if that reporter was out of bounds for saying, why in the world is Cooks only getting 4 targets? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I think it was a valid point. I think that we need to utilize Brandon Cooks more. I think that there should be on the point coaching. Coaching shouldn't stop when you're in practice. I think coaching should always be coaching, even in the game. I think that coaching should be able, since he is the ultimate play caller as well. He should tell Dak Prescott, we need to give it to the hot hands. We need to focus on CeeDee Lamb. We need to also focus on Jake Ferguson and the playmaker Brandon Cooks. We don't need to force feed anybody, especially Michael Gallup, especially even Jalen Tolbert to that degree. I think that the Cowboys sometimes shoot themselves in the foot, and they are not proactive. They are more retroactive. And watch this game coming up against the Giants. We're going to see more balls go to Brandon Cooks. We're going to see more designs go to those boys because we are collectively retroactive. Just like, and it goes to both sides now. Who do you trust more now, Big Game James, Boss Cowboy, the OC? Do you trust Dan Quinn more or do you trust Mike McCarthy? Who's he doing the most right now?
I don't trust neither one of them.
And you have every right. You have every right.
I don't have any trust in either one of them because when I put my trust in them and I see these games like this, we get let down. These are the games we should be winning, y'all. I'm not going to be excited or happy that we banged with these dudes and lost. We should have won this game. Okay, we did everything to win this game. But once again, we shoot ourselves in the foot. And if we continue to do that, we're going to have an early exit in the playoffs, fellas. It's going to be the same thing again. I don't care how good we played or whatever. If you don't have those attention to detail, if you don't clean it up that we've been talking for years now about, we were one of the worst penalized teams last year, right? We had 10 penalties this year. And now it was more offense. Now it's this defense doing silly things. Now we got these emotional leaders. Well, emotionally be in check and stop making these silly penalties because they come at the worst times, right? When we're trying to get a stop, we get a bad penalty. Okay, we get a stop, somebody's offsides. And I'm not trying to kill Curse. How many times has he been offsides this year?
Right.
We was killing Randy Gregory for being undisciplined in that damn San Francisco game, and to the point that y'all don't even want Randy Gregory back because all y'all talk about is he was offsides in that game. He was offsides in that game. That's all I hear from y'all. Well, what about Jaron Curse? How many times he been offsides this year, and he's our leader?
Right. He ain't tell no lies. I also have trust issues with Big Mike and Dan Quinn for different reasons, Big. Because I feel like you can't trust them fully when they are influenced by front office.
Yeah.
You just can't. That's foolish on my part. Like if this was a team that where the owners was hands off, okay, then I would answer that question. But I can't answer that question when I feel like both of them are manipulated by front office. Because it has
only hope is, hey, I'm not to cut you off, boss, and I'm gonna let you finish. The only hope is Bill Belichick. You've been seeing in the news that they talking about firing his ass.
I don't even think he no hope. I don't think nobody is hope.
You're right. I think he's the only coach that Jerry and them would say, well, because they know each other. I know they have some kind of a friendship with. I know they have something, and Jerry will look at those 6 titles, and I feel like, well, back off a little bit. He did it a little bit with Bill Parcells.
He did.
I said, I'm not boss. I'm not even getting hyped over. I said he is our only
hope.
Chance.
Chance. And I put it like this: I think they will work for about 2 weeks, and then they'll be meddling again, bro.
Yeah, they gonna meddle, man. They don't know how to not meddle.
They don't know how to
just
meddle.
kick it and just sit back and chill, man.
You know what they also don't. You know what they also don't
hope.
want. You know what they also don't want? They don't want somebody. They don't want a dominant. We talk about alpha males. Remember when they were questioning CeeDee Lamb as an alpha male?
Yep.
They said they want alpha males.
Yep.
No, they don't want alpha males. They want beta males. Because every time you want betas, you don't want alphas. You don't want alpha coaches. You don't want alpha players, because when that alpha player speaks out, you go cut him off. You shut him up.
Yeah.
I want to play something that's going to give y'all a little bit of hope. Because Calvin Watkins had a very good follow-up. I want to play it real quick. Check it out.
I know it's not fancy football, but you did acquire Cooks for a reason, because you.
Woo! Wait.
That our guy? Was that our guy?
That was Calvin. And we got to clap it up. We got to clap it up for that.
So dog bark too, man.
See, I know this not fantasy football. See, Calvin was like, I'm the OG vet reporter. You not gonna bully me, sir. Listen.
It's not fancy football.
Ooh, wait.
I know it's not fancy football, but you did acquire Cooks for a reason, because you figured he was a playmaker. So how do you draw that balance to, we got this guy for a reason and we got to play with him?
Yeah, wait a minute, that Calvin or Clarence?
That was Calvin.
Dang, I know him for Clarence to have that type of bite. Calvin, man.
I can show you where Clarence had some bite too, but it was funny. I ain't gonna play that though, but one more time.
Okay.
Because what Mike McCarthy said is encouraging. I'm gonna play it and then we gonna talk about it.
I know it's not fancy football, but you did acquire Cooks for a reason, because you figured he was a playmaker. So how do you draw that balance to, we got this guy for a reason and we got to play with him?
Yeah, but I think sometimes too, I'm not looking for a pass by no means. I know I'd never get one in here, but I think that, I think some of our games early in the year, I mean, we played some
Shut up, Mike.
Games.
I know I never get one here. Shut up. Shut up.
Hold on,
Shut
Big.
up.
Hold on, Big.
That just pissed me off.
I know.
I know I don't get one here. Shut up.
He really
you know what
don't
you need to
get
do?
one.
You need to do the. He don't, but I don't give. You shouldn't get one.
They also
do the right damn
they
thing.
also not real tough on him either. To your point, like they not
They
killing.
ain't tough.
He over here acting like a victim a little bit, like for real.
Right, he was acting like, oh, y'all don't always on me. Shut up, bro. Like
they really not.
They not. They brought Brandon Cooks over here for a reason, dude, and you need to get him the freaking ball.
And that was a solid question. So why you trying to act like you the victim right now? I'm with you, big.
And you was acting like the victim on Rico Dowdle too. Oh, I like the way it is right now. I like the way it is. How can you like the way it is and we can't run the damn ball?
Hold on, wait.
Shut up.
Hold on, big. Let me finish this. It's big, kill it. Hold on.
Well, north of 40. I mean, I think if you want to be a top offense in the league, you definitely want to throw at 40, maybe run at 30. If you want to, and be out there for 70 plays. So. But that's we haven't played a lot of those games too. So that's one. I think statistics are really for the end of the year, and we're all conscious of them.
Bush.
Every week, you guys make me conscious of them. So
that's the encouraging part. See, hold on. Don't let that go. See, hold on. Pause. That's the encouraging part.
You guys make me conscious of them. So
that's the encouraging part. See, this is why. You gotta apply pressure. Yeah. This is why you gotta make your voice be heard. Because guess what? He like, y'all bringing this to my attention.
You guys make me conscious of them. So
yeah, we see.
He almost let it slip. Go back and listen again.
Hold on, real quick, because this is the thing. Remember, at first, what was they saying about CeeDee Lamb? Oh, I want to spread the ball around. Remember? That's what they were saying. I want to spread the ball around. Then everybody starts speaking up like, wait, what you mean you're not going to feed your number one? And then all of a sudden they start feeding CeeDee Lamb, the offense took off. Because I think to a degree he's telling the truth. This is where you have to hold coaches accountable. This is where you got to say, what are y'all doing? And this is why I'm so happy Calvin spoke up. Calvin said, wait. Yeah, I know this is not fantasy football. That's cute that you tried to go at the reporter like that. That was cute that you slapped him like that, but you paid him. You gave away draft capital for him. What are you doing? That's encouraging to me.
And also, I just want to say this again, and I found out who came up with the slogan "Spam Lamb," and I was told that it was Landlord, right? Since that slogan started, Lamb has been getting double-digit targets.
Facts.
So if you add that in, because these reporters, like we said, they follow us, they listen to us, they listening now,
Yeah.
And it's just the microaggressions also funnels down, and then coach like, I got to figure out a way to make sure I get Lamb involved. If not,
or
these people.
So right now it's Cook's turn. It's Cook's time. Spam Cook.
Yeah,
let Cook cook.
But exactly. Here's the deal, man. I mean, what was the real reason why you picked up Cook? You picked him up because Michael Gallup couldn't get open. And Michael Gallup is rehabbing in the second year of rehab or his ACL. He still can't get open. He has no separation. It's bully ball that catches the ball. It's him being covered and him having strong hands and coming down with the ball. So you brought him in so that teams could not roll coverage and double team CeeDee Lamb to make him more effective to balance the field. So in order for you to balance the field, you have to throw this man a football. He doesn't have to get 10 receptions a game, but he should get 4 to 6. He should get 4 to 6 touches a game. And that is enough to keep the defense honest, because he is a burner and he has elite speed and he will make plays. Every time they throw this man the ball, put the ball in his hands, this man makes plays. So you totally obliterate the reason for you bringing him into the offense if you do not use him. Jake Ferguson is great, but he's not a game breaker. Look, he's not going to win it for you. You better give Cooks the ball, man. That's what I'm saying.
So what's a good catchphrase for the anti-spam? Like can we do ad block Gallup or something? Like what can we start?
Wait, I would just say let's just let Cook. We need something. Let Cooks cook. I think that's it. Let Cooks cook, man. That's the one.
What slogan can we get for real estate Rico? I need some Rico Dowdle. Now I can't take that one because that's from my homie, so I can't take that one.
No, take it. We'll just give him credit. We'll give you credit. My dog Tony.
Real estate
Rico something, because we need to be voicing our opinions about Rico Dowdle. I agree. Boss, you said he was on a pitch count. That man looked explosive on that 18-yard game.
Did.
He looked and every time he gets the ball, he looks explosive.
Yep.
Where in the hell, Mike McCarthy, can you sit there and say with a straight face to every reporter in there and anybody you're looking at saying, oh, I feel good with where we're at as far as carrying the ball and the distribution? You sound goofy as hell saying that. You need 2 backs right now. I think my mic went out.
Yeah, you said goofy.
Can you hear me?
Me and Law did that at the same time.
Oh my God, we sure did.
I swear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, bro.
Okay, so I apologize about that. But he's just being goofy, bro, because Rico Dowdle, you talking about Cooks, like you need 4 to 6 targets. Rico needs about at least 7 to 8 carries a game.
Yeah.
Hey, can I be honest with you, bro? This is why I really feel like, and I'm just being honest with everybody, I just don't feel like bullshitting everybody right now. Mm-hmm. I think this comes down to them Stephen Jones experiments again, bro. I'm just being honest. I just, because that's why none of it makes sense. That's why Mike McCarthy up there stumbling and getting attitudes and stuff like that, because it comes across like what Cole Beasley said a long time ago, where he said front office dictates who get the ball. So now you got to stand up there and take questions, and you already know your hands tied, So that's why, even though we seeing the ramp up of Rico performance, we not seeing the ramp up of Rico in terms of more touches on the field. So even though we clearly know that everywhere Cooks have been, he was a 1,000-yard receiver, but all of a sudden he only getting 4 targets a game here. This just has the smell of front office influence. And I'm just gonna be honest with everybody. So, and we go stay mad at Mike McCarthy. We go stay mad at Dan Quinn. We go stay mad at all the wrong people when it looks like to me it's coming from the top. And I'm just being all the way honest with what my nose smell.
Well, regardless of it, he's under a 2-year contract for $40 million, man. So,
yeah.
And then next year it'll be a $10 million cap hit plus the so it's $16 million of dead money if you cut him. And I don't think that the Cowboys should go down that way, but they did bring in Martavis Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I might have to just stretch out his name like James Washington. Maybe I'm going to have to say Martavis. But Bryant, maybe they brought him in to do something. What's your thoughts on that, man? What's your thoughts, man?
You want me to be all the way honest? See, I don't feel like lying. OC.
Come on, lie to kick it with us, man.
OC.
Come on, lie to kick it with us, man. Come on, man.
OC gonna feel me when I say this.
Hey, this was out 5 years, boss.
Hey, we signed doggone T.O. when he was 32, 33. So, hey, he's younger than that guy. Yeah.
Big. We got to talk, bro. Big.
I know.
Big.
I just said it. I didn't mean it.
I ain't going to do
Okay, I'm finna say, because
you
the one that started shut up signings. Shut up signings.
That was a shut up signing. We all know it.
Yep. Yeah. So, if y'all don't know, Big is the one that coined shut up signings. This has the full smell of a shut up sign. If I ain't because what was everybody complaining about? Jerry Neal made no moves at the trade deadline.
Oh, so let's get an old player. Let's go get a player that used to be nasty. He used to be nasty.
Hey, he was nasty too.
Nasty back in the day. Just like Alden Smith. Alden Smith was nasty back in the day.
He played football since 2018, bro. If you don't get out of here, man.
Hey, bro, come on. Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number 1 bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Wrong. It's all fake news. It's
read what
stuff.
I tweeted out.
It didn't happen.
My guy, boss. Read what I tweeted out and put it up there, man. What Jay Tuck said, because I just screenshot what he said, and I said, God, dog, Jay Tucker's hitting us, man, with the truth. It's at the top of my screen. Well, you got to scroll down.
I'm doing it now. No, I'm doing it now. I'm pulling it up. But say, I don't feel like lying to y'all, because if I felt like lying, you know what I'd be saying? Ooh, what a good pick. Ooh, we finna win the Super Bowl. That's a red zone threat. We trying to get better.
Because it's like
Marty Moore.
Hey, boss, it's like saying, "Ooh, I was real fast back when I was a sperm. I was really fast. I was real quick. I was a sperm milk." Come on, man. Get out of here, man.
Hey,
Get out of
it's
here,
like
boss
back in the
cook, man.
days.
Get out of here, man.
Hey, it's like back in the days that girl that you really like in high school. She didn't give you a play. She didn't give you time of day. And now all of a sudden you see her now and she's saying, hey.
But she's over the hill now. She's over the hill.
She over the hill now.
45.
It's like Cowboys.
She's had 5 kids. She weighs 250. You don't want her no more. You don't want her no more. This is the thing. This is the problem. You don't want her no more.
Hey, man, listen. This is, and you know what? My boy is back. I'm so happy. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, but you know,
give me the dog. Where the dog is?
You already know where I was going, bro. Big is not feeling it. Big is like, I'm not with it, bro. Hold on.
Martavis. Brian, baby, not Dez. We're gonna bring in Martavis.
My boy Big is back. This is the Big that I love right here, bro.
Hey, I heard they're gonna sign Antonio Brown next week, bro.
They always trying to, they always trying to trick somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
They always trying to trick somebody. You ain't tricking nobody. You ain't fooling nobody. And let me tell you something else. Cowboys won 11 straight at home, right?
Yeah.
Cowboys have won 11 straight at home. And you know why people say, why don't the Cowboys fans be going crazy all the time? We don't have a home field advantage. You know why I say that?
Uh-huh.
Because too many of these fans know the damn Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know why? And that's why they don't stand up and cheer all the time. Because they know we do goofy things.
Yep.
And when they start seeing them goofy things, they sit their asses right back down and we ain't cheering because we done seen this before. There you go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I got it up, Law. That's on you.
Yes, indeed. It says right here, the Cowboys would rather bring in 45 wide receivers before they admit that they was wrong. Moving on from Amari Cooper. They should just made it a reality TV show replacing Mr. Cooper. I read that one good, y'all. Give me some round of applause, man.
Y'all clap it up for Law, man. Come on, man. Clap it up.
Yeah. I put it up on my phone. Come on, baby.
That boy good. That boy good.
Are you not entertained?
I can read, baby. Mama, I can read.
That boy. Hey. So when you so somebody else, they over here like, and then on top of that, I also know the Cowboys too well. I know them too well to actually believe that they go bring in. Like, listen, before y'all try to get me excited about Bryant, get me excited by first targeting Brandon Cooks.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to say don't play no games with me. So
right.
this don't finesse me because y'all did nothing at the trade deadline. I'm not buying it. I know wee woo when I see it, and that is
and
it.
We're
you see this guy? See this guy?
And here's the thing.
Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Hey, boss. You know what trips me out even more about this? You signed this dude, and he hasn't played in 100 years, and he's going to be on the game day roster. Who are you going to sit?
He's moving up to
y'all
the
sound
53?
dumb as hell. No, I'm just saying. Y'all did all this for what? When is he ain't going to play no damn special teams. Who are you going to sit for some Martavis Brown who ain't played in 5-6 years? Y'all don't even make no damn sense. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all don't fool nobody. You need to stop it. And that's why I am pissed off at y'all. Yep,
man,
it's
bro.
coming back.
I ain't gonna even hold y'all though. I ain't gonna even hold you
now.
though, Big Game James.
It's coming back.
If Brian come down here in the Giants game and they put him on the active day roster and he flew around and scored a touchdown and he throw up the X, I'm giving away 2 of his jerseys, man, to somebody that's here in the chat, bro. If Brian and he throws up the X, I'm sitting here, man.
And I will also gladly eat crow. I would sit here gladly and be like, ooh, this is the best crow I've. Now, it's one thing that's good about this. Mike McCarthy did say that Will McClay wanted this.
Hey.
That's why it could be something to it. But would you blame us for having trust issues, though? We should have trust issues. You don't use your free agents right now when they come in. Why we go trust you to use him?
Exactly.
Yeah,
100.
Don't.
boss.
I'm not excited about him until you give my boy Brandon Cooks at least 7 to 8 targets in the game.
Yes.
I just want to see what happened if you target him just more. I want to see what happened to the
our
offense.
would be even better, man. I mean, you've seen, boss. You've already seen right now when they give Jake Ferguson the ball, how much better we already know when Lamb gets the ball, it's better, right?
Yep.
But we've already seen now when you give Jake Ferguson the ball, the offense is even better.
Yep.
So how can you not be a better team if you're using Cooks, Ferguson, and Lamb? Those 3 are your guys. Make it make sense. Make it work. You've been in the league how long, Mike McCarthy, and you don't know how to do this? That's why I'm mad at you right now.
That's why I don't think it's coming from him, bro. That's why I think he was frustrated.
And if it's not coming from him, which we already talked about this for so many times, then guess what? I'm just going to sit back and say, same old thing.
Yep. And to elaborate, this is what he mean. We are goofy as hell to really believe that we go win a Super Bowl with all this manipulation. That's what Big is saying. Now, we could win, but you know what it's going to take? Pluto will have to be aligned to Mars and Jupiter and
wait a minute.
You know, all the planets going to have to align. All the other teams going to lose their quarterbacks going into the playoffs. It's going to take a string of just good luck in order for us to win it, because you cannot win in the game of inches, no Super Bowl, playing this much politics. I don't care who it is. All right. So we didn't even really talk about New York. Before we get into the final words, briefly, I'm not sleeping on New York. But I will say this. I think New York is a game to where, in my opinion, we should be featuring some guys.
Supers too. Don't forget about the supers.
Okay. Yeah, we got to definitely take them supers. Thank you, Law. But to me, this is a game to where guys that's free agents that been sitting around should be getting their opportunity. OC, wouldn't this be a good time going against the Giants, especially if we get control of that game early? Shouldn't we see Evans now? Wouldn't this be a good time for Evans? At least
I think if you get a 2 to 3 touchdown lead, I think that, you should try to work some of these guys in. You know, even the receiver who hadn't played in 5 years, we should try to work him in too. But you need to get a lead. You need to get a lead in this game. Don't play around and let this be a trap game or a disappointment game. You need to come out here and jump on these boys early, whoop their head, empty the clip in the first half, and try to get up by 2 or 3 touchdowns if you can. And then we can talk about these things. That's how I would approach this game. But it's a game that, look, the Giants want to knock you off. The Giants hadn't been able to knock you off in a little while. They're going to come to play. So you got to really put your best foot forward and come out and start the game hot and try to keep some momentum in order to keep this team under control. You know, that's my opinion.
Okay, because I'm going to throw out some people just real quick. Big. It's a couple of people I wouldn't mind seeing, because we've played experimentation before. Remember, we was rotating corner 2 trying to figure that out in live games. Why not do that right now with somebody like Noah, right? A former first-round corner. Why do he got to sit around? Like, shouldn't we take a game like the Giants and try to figure out if we could even upgrade from Jordan Lewis? That would make sense to me. I'm also say somebody else that I want to see right now. I said this on a video that I just did.
I'm cool with that too.
I want to see Trey Lance. I want to see Trey. And the reason why I say that is because we already know who Cooper Rush is. We know. The question mark is, who is Trey Lance? You know what I mean? Is he the top 5 guy that had bad luck with San Fran and then Mr. Irrelevant got hot and he never could get his job back? Because if he's that guy, he's a draft asset to us.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna do that. I don't believe that at all, boss. I'm sorry. I don't believe that at all. I will never believe, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, I will never believe that the Cowboys picked up Trey Lance to say we're gonna develop you and use you as a trading piece or something. And I don't believe that. And I don't believe that's how the Joneses work. And I'm gonna tell you also what, boss, I feel what you're saying about him playing. But guess what? We know how the Cowboys people are, fans and all. Let Trey Lance get in there and throw 5 for 5, 400 yards and a touchdown. Yep. You're never gonna hear it in Dallas. You're never going to hear it. That's all they're going to talk about. That's all that's going to dominate the headlines for the next week after that, week after that. And now, if Dak plays a bad game, Trey Lance playing good in that Giants game. How come he can't play? That's what you're going to hear.
Right. And they was calling for Trey Lance last game. And they said, man, his foot would have been inbounds, man. He would have flipped over the dude, the backup quarterback in Dallas is always the best thing, man. Even when we had Troy, there were people, put Burline in, man. Put Pete in. Put Rodney Pete in. Put the brother in, man. So that's just how it was. The brother man. I remember all of those days.
I remember it too.
Put the brother in. It's not even a white-black thing, by the way. Put the brother in. Put the brother in.
Put some brother in, right? Hey man, free Wanye Thomas, man.
Free Wanye, man. Let
Wanye Thomas,
Let Wanye
free Wanye Thomas. That's why I'm excited. Should get a free Wanye Thomas. Hashtag free Wanye Thomas. Now that was a game. Remember, if you're talking about seeing anybody play, remember he's the one that had the block return, had the block on the Giants game. So he played good in that Giants game. Play him in this game. Matter of fact, you're playing the Carolina Panthers. Play him in that game.
Yes.
After that, this 4-game stretch, you're playing the Giants, you're playing Carolina, you're playing Washington, and you're playing Seattle. All those guys that we talked about should be able to play in all those games.
Yep.
So they can get even more experience heading for the playoffs.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm sorry. Dono's starting is rounded into form. I would say he's rounded into form.
Yes.
Malik Hooker has been steady, but I'm sorry, J-Ron Curse, but because he's our leader, we can't do anything, right?
Man,
but
please.
Bro, if we're talking about winning games,
you got to do what you got to do.
Thomas should be in there, and Curse should not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I would say ramp him up. Maybe we don't rip the Band-Aid all the way off, Big. You feel me? But at least start ramping him up, bro.
He got to get some burn, though.
Yeah, you got to get some burn. Yeah, I agree.
He's got a different type of energy. And Curse, like I said, I'm not hating on you, Curse. We talked about it when Curse came over, boss. I mean, you called it out like, hey, this was a good signing. And remember, at the beginning, when we first brought in Curse, I said, hell to the no with J-Ron Curse. You remember? Me and you had the back and forth for weeks about J-Ron Curse because you was like, Jay, trust me on this. I'm like, hell no, dog. He was this for a reason. Now, he played extraordinary his first year, but I feel like we're starting to see the regular Curse coming out now. He had the phenomenal year the first year, but now I feel like the regular Curse is coming out. And like I said, I love the leadership. I love all those type of things. But you being a leader verbally, you got to be able to do it on that field too all the time. And right now I be seeing plays where he's lacking. Law had a great film study on Dallas defense, and you had that one play where he should have hit that running back out the backfield. And why are you doubling the tight end? And that's not the first time that this has happened. Wanye offers you more speed. He's sized, and his hair was playing on fire. He's out to prove a point. He's out to get money. He's out to feed his family. His story is crazy. He's hungry right now. Feed this man.
There's no way the Eagles score 28 points if you just keep. If I got to say this, y'all, man,
say it.
And Jordan Lewis and Curse right now is holding his team back.
Yeah,
I think that if you just make those two substitutions and put Wanye in, maybe use something else, variations of Izzy or whatever it may be to play that safety, I don't think the Eagles score 28
Put Izzy
points.
in the slot. You was right. Law. Take Jordan out and put Izzy in.
Put him in.
What are we doing here? But guess what? You know what, Law? You know what, Boss? You know what, OC? You signed Jordan Lewis to a contract, didn't you? A couple years ago.
Here we go. Yeah. Talk
and what is Izzy? What draft pick is Izzy? And he's cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Contract year. Yeah.
I don't know.
And trust me, y'all. I know.
Maybe that's why Rico's not getting carries because Tony Pollard's making $10 million freaking dollars, man.
I know. I'm gonna say this again. I know D-Law and Curse, they both follow me, but I gotta call a spade, y'all. I can't protect those boys. When I look at the tape, Curse is a 2 steps slower than what he was last year. Maybe it could be
you might get the DM law.
7 back here. He gonna hit the DM.
You go get the DM law.
But I know what
just
people
tell him I said it. Just tell him I said it. He can yell at me, say I'm terrible, I'm a bum, all that. Tell him I said it.
Yeah. And then my guy Jay Lou, his favorite line is, well, let me go to your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he always saying that. Jay Lou, come to our jobs. Come to our jobs. It's cool, Jay Lou. Like, it's not like we don't love you. Why? Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this one last thing about this. Y'all players get so mad, then take your Twitter away. Then take your Twitter away, fellas. Take your Twitter, because you're gonna hear this on Twitter, y'all. Y'all can call people stupid fans and bump. That's fine. But guess what? Y'all get sensitive and get mad when people say anything about y'all. Then y'all shouldn't have Twitter.
They shouldn't, man.
And then at the end of the day, it's about making plays, bro. That's all it's about.
Making plays.
And that's, it's not even personal. Like, everybody know that I love Curse. Everybody know that, but I don't love you enough to not say give my boy Wanye Thomas some tick.
Yeah, give him some tick, man. Get him out there, man.
Like, at the end of the day, it's about competition. It's not about me being right. It's none of that. It's about who is the guy or guys that's gonna put us in a better position to win. And Jordan Lewis, they was targeting you and they was winning. Man. They was winning. And then
it made Dan Quinn look like a fool.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard. Jordan Lewis covering Dallas Goddard. Where on earth is that a good idea, Dan? And we like you, Dan Quinn, but come on, man.
And I would say Jordan Lewis should have won that matchup, man. I prayed every day to Jesus Christ that a tight end was going to be. I wanted to cover them because it was like, bro, that's locked down. You're not doing anything. I'm quicker than you. I'm better than you. I'm prettier than you. I'm faster than you. Everything about me is better than you. That should have been the case when you going against Dallas Goddard as a smaller, shiftier, quicker guy. That's what should have happened, but you got beat. And so because you got beat, the fans go start talking about who can play that's not going to get beat in that matchup. So it's nothing wrong when people looking around if you're not getting it done.
True.
So if you come to my job and you better than me, Jordan Lewis, then take my job. That's how it go. But if somebody is better than you, we going to be saying, hey, bro, can this dude make us better? Play better and we have your back. That's simple.
It's simple, but
it's that simple,
Lewis,
and you can't get
Jordan
mad
Lewis
at
ain't
it.
better than Dallas, though. Hey, they were using Jordan Lewis, man. They even put DeAndre Swift inside the slot.
Yeah.
Jordan Lewis had nothing on that dude, man. Man.
Before you say something, I'm sorry. I apologize, OC.
My bad, OC.
No, you good. You good,
I
bro.
apologize, but boss, how many times have I said this? How many times have I said this, boss, that Jordan Lewis is not slot corner?
You've been saying that a while.
Oh, yeah, you've been saying that for 6 years almost now.
I've been saying that forever, that he's outside. He's not inside. He's not a slot corner. People keep on hyping him like he's a great slot corner. He has not been.
Yeah.
Where? When? They only say he's a slot corner because his size.
Yeah.
Not because of the skill set.
He does.
He's better on the outside.
Yep.
He gets cooked on the inside, but they keep him in there thinking, oh, Jordan Lewis is a great slot corner. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah. His best tape was when he was on the outside. You could say
he was
nothing
a rookie.
about him.
You can go back and see the tape and see the stats. His best year was his rookie year when he was on the outside.
You're not lying, big.
And they panicked when he got cooked. I can tell you the game he got cooked. Devontae Adams, and Devontae Adams is going to do that to him regardless, right?
Facts.
That was the time he got cooked, and that's when they moved him to the inside for the rest of his life.
And then they shouldn't even panic because they had to go at him twice to cook him.
Yeah, exactly. And that game, he had the most pass defenses his whole season. That was his best game. They targeted him damn near that whole drive. He had 3 pass defenses on that drive.
Yeah, he balled out to me. That game, even though the game-winning catch was on him, I never blamed him for that loss. Never.
Yeah. And then you can count on Jordan Lewis in those Detroit games because he always played big. Like this year, we played Detroit, right? Put Jordan Lewis out there.
Go crazy.
He go crazy.
No,
I'm
that's true.
right
That
into
is
the
true.
man, man.
That is true,
Jordan
though.
Lewis play crazy
That is
against
true.
Detroit. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
He must be. He's from that area, is he?
No,
play
he from
good
yeah.
against-
He up there.
He
he
play
was-
good against that.
He reps the hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Lou, we put a little bow tie on it though. But hey, we still need to bench you, man.
He gonna be on Twitter tomorrow. Man, F them on the final word.
Them dudes, man.
Well, F us then.
That's cool.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna be playing when
you
he
ain't
say
the first
that,
to
though?
tell me. You ain't the first to tell me F you.
I ain't mad.
You
at
know
it.
what I'm gonna be playing when he say that?
Nobody does it better.
Shout out to you, J. Lou, man.
Put
Appreciate
some
you,
glasses
man.
on, boss.
You already know. All right, so we gonna get into our final words. Unless y'all had something else. Did y'all have
No, I
something?
ain't got
Oh,
nothing else.
supers, man.
Oh,
My
that's right,
bad,
supers.
though. You know, no, my bad.
Yeah, get
I
y'all
know that,
supers because y'all rich. Y'all rich, Nitch.
I got
ain't
two.
broke no more.
I got two supers. Let me knock mine out first, Law.
Okay.
But Law be working at technology. Look at
Law
Law.
be having
Man,
100
man.
of them boat jokers, man.
Oh, you go first though, right?
He said, I have to give the OC his flowers. He was right about Steele. 12-4 against the Eagles. You should see a better Steele. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Salute.
And then Spock said, Big going to go off on Dak missing the pass. I already know. Dak cost us the game. Book it. And you was right.
Hey,
You was right.
hey, Spock. He came on my page. I was going. Here's the thing. Before you give your super chats, Law, he came on my page first and gave the $5 because he said that. He's like, we get it. Dak lost the game. See, that ain't right because I never said he lost the game. I said you have to finish the game, and that is an accurate statement. And what I said at the end of the game was no blame on Dak. But if you're a great quarterback, you got to make all the plays at the end of the game. You can get mad at me. You can say I'm hating, but it's the truth what I told you.
It was no lie.
Brenda, who's a good supporter of the channel and everywhere, she always sharing and caring. She says, in my David Chappelle voice, got any more of them right tackles?
We good. We are good, Brandy.
Real talk. Can
fine.
Chuma play right tackle though?
Hey, Brandy's funny though. Brandy be having some good jokes.
Brandy, my girl.
Brandy be having some good jokes.
Hey, OC, how did Tyron Smith look this week?
Tyron Smith
Smith
looked great.
look?
He looked like he turned back the clocks of time. He played a really great game. Really,
And then he'll be out next
he did
week.
great.
Hold on, Big. That's too much of a dog.
I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
I got a
my
super chat.
goodness.
I got a super
Go ahead,
chat.
go
He
ahead.
said, salute to Boss Capo, man. Great conversation, guys, man. Appreciate the super chat, bro.
Yes, indeed. AJ says, and thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, I was screaming Cooks about to cook at training camp. He signed my helmet for me because of it, but they not letting him cook. Come on, man. Well, AJ, man, we're gonna try to get Cooks about to cook slogan going, bro.
Yeah,
Dirty
Cook.
Sanchez, man, appreciate you, man, so much for your
He's funny too.
super chat. He says, man, they picked up Y'all got to put Martavis Bryant. You can't just say Martavis. Got to stretch out Martavis Bryant to run around on the field for show us just so they can have Tony Pollard to run it up the gut. So what he's saying is basically they picked up
Find him to still
Martavis
do the
to run
same
around
plays.
with his speed. He's a 4-4 guy, Big Game James. I saw him in the USFL, XFL, and the Canadian League, whatever he was at. He was running though. You know what I'm saying? He's been running.
And his numbers were real basic.
So those are all of the super chats, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
And so final word time.
Hundreds.
Final word time. I'm gonna kick it off.
Yeah.
You know, we said last week when Lord Brunson was here and Joe Castro that it was a measuring stick game versus Philly. And what I'm coming out with and what I don't like to see right now is it looks like we're not self-correcting fast enough. Just being honest. Big was right. Discipline issues on both sides, offense and defense. And we tend to have that happen in big games. What's up, DMV? DMV in the building. OG DMV. Then on top of that, we still seem to have politics on our team where, like what Big was saying, we are playing guys based on payroll versus talent. Where Pollard got $10 million on his tag, so he's going to get his touches. And then when Rico is asked about, I'm happy with where we are. So it's not hopeless, though. I'm not going to go that far and say it's hopeless, but it does give the feeling that we've seen this before. You know, this is where we're not any longer cheering for 13 and 3s. We're no longer, we shouldn't be cheering for just good seasons and making the playoffs. We need to see from the Dallas Cowboys true championship efforts. From the front office to the coaches to the players. So, how do we measure up right now? We're not that team. Because we gonna really have to be that team because it's showing we likely gonna have to go on the road in the playoffs. And we likely will also have to go against refs. You cannot beat teams undisciplined and go against the refs and make all the plays in the world at the same time. It's just not going to happen. So that my final word is, man, I'm with you, Big. I'm with that dog. I'm with all of that because we need to keep the pressure up because our team is not it yet. It's just what it is. And then he said, release the Archer, downhill dog. Free one yay. You can't
free one yay.
Free one. I like that free one yay. We gonna keep that. That is actually D1. Free one yay.
Free one yay.
And then we need let cooks cook. Let cooks cook and free one yay. That's the hashtag. That's my final word.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. I think that the Cowboys are in a very interesting position going into almost the backstretch of the season. The Cowboys are going to have to win some consecutive games here to have a shot to get into this wild card. The Cowboys cannot have any more slip-ups in these NFC East games or NFC games in particular. So I think the Cowboys are a good team, but the Cowboys have to begin to make the transition from good to great.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to clean up the details, right? And I think that, you know, in my opinion, man, I mean, it comes down to, hey, desire. Right? If you want to be a great team, you're going to have to play with a little bit more desire. And that's everybody. Just outside of Dak Prescott, who's playing with tremendous desire the last couple of weeks, you need more desire. Now, that's on the player part, okay? Now, also, you're going to need decision-making, and that's on the coach's part. You need decision-making. You need personnel adjustments. You need to understand if a player is aging before your eyes and be able to get a younger guy some reps that can come in and actually help you. And, you know, if you do those things, it really puts you in a good position because talent has never really been the issue with the Dallas Cowboys. But the decision-making, the desire, and what I said at first, the details. That's going to be the key to the Cowboys' success, man. Let's jump on top of these Giants, man, and blow these boys out. That's exactly what should happen in this game. And that's my final word.
Yeah, man. Totally right what you're saying, OC, boss. Y'all just totally right. You know what the key is that I was listening a lot what you were saying, OC. You know, we're a good team. We ain't no great team. And the key, you know, this frustrates me when I hear you say we ain't never lacking talent. We don't lack talent. That's the frustrating part with me with this crap year in and year out. Facts. Is that we're not a 1-5, 1-15s, 1-16 team. We're not a 3-13 team. We're not the bottom of the barrel team. Every year we're right there. Talent, we can bang with anybody. But it's always the same old thing. And I know y'all Cowboys people be tired of hearing me complaining, but I don't care because I'm tired of this. I jump out there and stick out my chest for the Kool-Aid and all this stuff because I'm feeling like this is going to be a special defense. It's not a special defense. You got to look. This is not a special defense. Dan Quinn, we're wondering what you're doing. It's not. This is not a great team. And if y'all still do the same things that you do, I'm not going to be impressed that you beat the Giants. I'm not going to be impressed you beat the Carolina Panthers. I'm not going to be impressed you beat the Washington Commanders. I'm not going to be impressed you beat the Seattle Seahawks. Beat the Eagles. Beat the Bills. Beat the Dolphins. Beat the Detroit Lions. Beat all those teams. Then I'll start thinking, maybe. But when you're beating these regular booty teams, scrub teams, I'm not getting excited about that if we jump after we lost to the Eagles and we drop a 40-point game and everybody's clapping the high fives. No, don't clap no high fives or nothing. Y'all need to be about business because somebody got to get tired in this organization of losing this many times. I don't care. The fans deserve this. I'm saying this from the fan, not even no damn content creator. We deserve this. It's been 28 years, y'all. And you got all these other meager teams coming out of nowhere. The damn Cincinnati Bengals. These teams are all leapfrogging us, get in there, and we're still in the same cycle. It's wash, rinse, wash. It's the same cycle here in Dallas. And I don't know when it's ever going to change. I'm sorry. And that's my final word.
Before you go, Law.
That boy got 5.
Yeah, I gotta hit that. Hold on, I gotta hit that button on this.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big game, James.
Game changer.
Hey, let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
That boy Big said that with his heart. Y'all better peep game. This ain't no game in him. He meant that. Y'all boys think he playing. He dead serious. And I appreciate that, Big. And I want to say this as a content creator. It's not easy, bro. When you speak honest like that, people think he being negative. This ain't negative, bro. This is accountability. This is what you're supposed to do. This is real fandom. Some people think fandom is only go Cowboys. Yeah, hey, yeah. I support you regardless. You can spit on my mama. I'm still no. You can't spit on my mama, dog.
Right.
You can't do anything. You got to still earn my support. You still do. I'm married to you, but you still got work to do, baby. Or I would divorce you. You know what I mean? So anyway, I want to say something real quick, Law, before you go.
Go ahead.
Y'all burn us on them likes, man. My boy, Tyrone Church said, hit that like button, you Stephen Jones people. Like, what's going on here?
Shame.
Yeah, because they don't want to hear. I'm just keep it real. People don't want to hear. They just want to hear, in my opinion, want to hear all the great things and always want to be positive. I'm not going to do that. And that's why I said, y'all don't got to like my stuff. I don't care. You don't got to like it. You don't have to. You don't got to. You can go to the other feeds and I don't want to hear Big Game. He always comes. That's fine. You keep on believing that fake stuff, though. You keep on getting led up. You keep on getting on this. They love bringing us up, right? Every time they start seeing us waver, shut up, signing. Or let's do this right to reel them back in. We keep falling for the cheese. We keep falling for the cheese. But it's the same damn thing. And I'm going to believe that until I see changes. Sorry, y'all went out and got these players and Brandon Cooks ain't getting the ball. You went out and got these players. You're doing the same damn things. You still got discipline problems. The front office still playing money ball. Where has the hell this stuff changed? I'm not falling for the cheese. Y'all can. I will never. And so if y'all want to call me the negative Cowboy fan, then I'm going to buy a damn shirt that says negative Cowboy fan.
Hey, it might sell off the racks, man. Is that me right here?
That's you.
That's still on there. Okay, I don't know why I'm sharing. I'm sharing your chat line. What's going on? What's going on? Here it is. I'm back, baby. All right, so salute to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hey, just like there's night, there's day. And Big Game James, he may look at it from that aspect of it, but I'm going to try to find the positive things.
I appreciate the sunlight, Lord. That's why I love you, dog. He brings the sunlight because I damn sure bring darkness.
Yeah.
You need both.
Yes, indeed. You need both, man. And we may not be that great team for right now, but I remember when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl a couple of years back. They wasn't the greatest team out there. They started off that season rocky, and they finished, I believe, 11-5. I'm not saying that we are that particular team, but I just want to get to the tournament, and hopefully we can change some things around. We witnessed 2007, the Cowboys was the best team in the NFC. But what happened? A good team came in and whooped our ass. So we got to be able to make sure that when we get into these games in the later parts of the season, we correct those issues. We figure out ways to get things going. Mike McCarthy, hey, the reporter said, yeah, we know this is not fantasy. We need to target this dude, Brandon Cooks, a little bit more. We are finally seeing this offense being opened up in the last 2 games, or literally the last 3 games since that butt whooping that we got against the 49ers. And then the 49ers lost 3 games in a row. And no one can guarantee that they're going to even beat Jacksonville, by the way. So, hey, we may be in a good groove this weekend if we just take care of business. We're not going to overlook the Giants, but we're going to make sure that the Giants are going to pay for what we just seen last week against the Eagles. They're going to be the guys that we're going to showcase, hey, we might have lost to the Eagles, but if we were to do a few things right and play some poised football, we could have won that game. And I know coulda, woulda, shoulda is not a good feeling, Big Game James. But I said this before, and everybody that's listening, we don't win the Super Bowl in Week 9. We definitely don't win the Super Bowl in Week 5. We don't win the Super Bowl in Week 3. But we for damn sure can get ourselves to the Super Bowl if we correct these little small issues now. Right. And when we get into the playoff, hey, if we can find a way to get a home game, we are doing some things that we didn't do in 30 years, ladies and gentlemen. Last year when they read out that, hey, the Cowboys on 11-game home game winning spree, and the last time they did that was in 1992. That's when starter jackets was hot right then, you know? So, hey, let's figure out a way to get that starter jacket stuff going again. Let's figure out a way that even coming off of a loss, ladies and gentlemen, the Cowboys on a 10-game winning spree. So if we can just pull and hold on tight to the positive side of it, PVO, Big Game James, hey, man, this too shall pass, man. So hopefully, man, if we continue to voice our opinions, all voices do matter.
It does.
Maybe the micro aggressions will change. Maybe we will see Jordan Lewis on the sideline instead of on the starting line. Maybe we will see J-Rock play up to the level that he's supposed to play or on the bench. You know, maybe, just maybe, they will finally listen to us and put Michael Gallup on the sideline himself, because every game, if y'all pay attention, he's getting less and less targets.
He ain't lying.
And now, if this is not wake-up call by signing Martavis Bryant, then I don't know what else, man, because they love their guys. We know he got $60 million, man, that they paid Michael Gallup. $60 million. Who you think he is, Chelsea Clinton? You know, so, hey, so we're going to have to figure out a way,
Michael Gallup going to get you law.
Yeah, I know MG. Hey, they be like, Law be nicer than he playing, man. I be getting beat up in the comment boxes.
I remember when Gallup came for you. I appreciate you though, dog.
Hey,
I appreciate
you.
We appreciate you.
It's a price for this independence, man.
It's a price.
It's the price. That's all right.
Indeed.
I'll be the sacrificial lamb for y'all.
Be that, because here's one thing I know for sure.
I'll take the bullets for y'all.
Here's one thing I can say for sure. Me and Boss this year, they know for sure when they see us at these training camps and everything that we keep the same energy, because the way Boss talked about Dak and the way I talked about Dak, we said it even to his brother. You know what I'm saying?
Sure did.
And his brother's not, look, a lot of people, yes, his brother go back and forth on the X app or the Twitter app with fans, but he hold his brother accountable. And when he say stuff, he listen. Yeah, right. So Tad, I know you following us, man. Hey, we say things out of love about Dak Prescott, but what you said, Big Game James, is the same thing. I promise you that Tad done said to Dak Prescott, come on, man, you got to get your feet in. Hey, you are known by the greatness that you do, not by the incompleteness that you do. And hey, it took John Elway until he had yellow teeth, and he sacrificed his body to jump into that end zone for that touchdown in the Super Bowl. If he didn't make it then, hey, people would still be talking about the brother that beat him against Washington when they went to that Super Bowl. But he had to make the ultimate sacrifice at the age of 37 and 38. So come on, if he can get the criticism with the yellow teeth John Elway, then bald-headed Dak Prescott can get the same criticism when he mess up at the end. That's my thoughts. That's my final word. Continue to elevate Cowboy Nation. Let's be victorious this weekend. DC for life. Let's go. Let's get it, baby.
Man,
Come
I was
on.
going to hit that button. Boy, I was just going to hit that button, but somebody said, I guess BJG changing teams in a minute.
What happened?
You sound goofy as hell.
Let me take this, big dog.
Hell no, Big Game ain't changing no team.
No.
Hold on,
I wouldn't let
big. Let me just address this before we get up out of here.
You got it, big dog.
We all got to learn how to really appreciate people that's telling you the real issues with this team. That's how I'm going to address that. He is not disloyal. The people that's actually disloyal is people like you. The people that never say anything about their team as they're burning you. That's disloyal. Loyalty is speaking your mind when you're being wronged. And we're being wronged in certain areas. There are certain areas that we not being wronged. But when you wronged, speak up. That's what real loyalty. And Big ain't going nowhere. He gonna be right here just like you. He loyal, but actually more loyal than you. If you ain't started no channel to speak your mind and to push back against power, don't question my homie.
My dog.
3, 2, 1, drop it. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
We need that button lock.
Original, they never will be.
You know what, Big Game James and Boss? We have
Yo.
our greatest episodes before we hit live. And most of the people don't know that Big Game James is passionate about this team. Is passionate about this team. And he is willing, you know what I'm saying, to do anything in his power for the betterment of this team. For the betterment of this team. He was a fan of this team before Jerry Jones had the money to buy this team.
Yep.
So he have now I'm not saying that people that's born after Jerry Jones bought the team, they don't have a right, but this dude have every right, y'all. He put in a lot of time. It's not it's hard to sit in these seats to be objective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's damn near hard to see something.
Crucified.
Crucified. And it's hard, ladies and gentlemen, to know it's harder to know the capabilities of what this team can do because you can see the talent. But when you see somebody just wasting the talent, that's making it even more difficult to root for this team when you know that they are capable of being better than what they are. And that's the hardest thing.
Exactly.
Big Game James, I will always want Big Game James to speak his truth.
Always. Can we get that? Nobody one more time before we get out.
I got you.
Nobody.
Nobody. No days off. Does it better. They can come closer than close.
It's an evil world we live in.
Original, they never will be. FBI, open up!
When you pray for rain, you pray for money.
Nobody does it better than me.
Hey, that's Joe.
I just wanna run it up.
Yeah.
Kind of check or something. I've been really in the film.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. to Nate Dogg, man.
I've been really in the film.
Hey, the dopest part was Joe coming in.
Yeah.
That was dope, bro. Hey, Law, make sure you reach out to Joe, man.
What happened to Joe?
No, just how he came in with that information about Turpin, bro.
Oh, yeah. Salute to him, man.
Yeah, that was epic.
Cut that one up and send it over to him.
That was epic, y'all. I don't know
that
how
was dope.
epic. I don't know how
And
epic
to come
y'all
in
know
the way
that
he
was.
did.
Yeah,
Perfect.
He came in because he was watching the film, bro. He was watching us watch the film.
Perfect.
So
Perfect. That's a perfect.
that was perfect,
Perfect.
and it was perfectly lined up with what he was saying.
Yes, indeed.
Good show, fellas, as always.
Great show.
Our reach is real.
Great show.
You know.
No, it's real.
AT&T don't got nothing on this. We reach out and touch.
Hell no. We definitely reach out and touch them. Oh, damn, you good, Law.
That boy Law is good.
You good.
Nobody.
He gonna have me singing that all night. I'm about to go sing it to my girl.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel.
Man, let's go.